What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for some Be Fixed at Old Atlanta. I have not driven the Xfinity car in forever, but anytime I see Old Atlanta on the schedule, especially if it's in Be Fixed, I have to participate. It's mandatory. It's my favorite oval track. I have to do it. I don't even care if we lose 100 ironing in this, if we're just awful and slow. We're going to try to avoid that. We want to run well. but I don't care. I love the track. I had to record a video for it because it only comes around usually during the off season, which obviously is not very often. I don't want to have to wait a year to drive this track every time. So sucks that they repaved it. I don't hate the new track, but I don't like it. It's a plate track, and we all know my despise for plate tracks. So again, we'll go in here and see how it goes. No expectation. I've run a handful of practice laps just to make sure I still remember how to do this since it's been so long, but again, if we finish 15th and lose 100 ironing, I really don't care. I just want to drive this track and enjoy it and hopefully have a good event. 45 laps should be pretty quick if we get some green flag running, which we want because the cars do slide around quite a bit on old tires, of course. Darlington is a great track. I love it to death, but it's not quite the same as my love for Atlanta, or at least what I used to love Atlanta. I'm probably vastly out of practice, and this is going to be a massive mistake, but again, I don't care. So we'll hop right in. We got about, 10 minutes or so to practice? Yeah, about 10 minutes. So good group, it looks like. We were slow yesterday. I ran not really a Mach Q run, but I tried to go fast and was not fast. So we'll just take our brake bias down. I wasn't really using very much brake. Again, no idea what I'm doing as far as performance here, but we'll go for it. We'll see what happens. We'll go out, I guess, with the group first. And if it's too crowded or we get wrecked a bunch, we'll change groups. But I guess we'll go out with the group for a little bit and see if we can race around some people. I just love this track. It's such a good track. Always love racing here. We get to bring out the Xfinity CF Mobile, which I don't think I've done in quite a while. We haven't run Xfinity or Be Open or anything in a long time, so always good to get to run this car. Get right out here. We'll find a nice gap right in here in front of Zachary. Hopefully be able to run a nice lap coming up here. Definitely going to be very, very slippery. Looks like Bobby's on some older tires, so we'll have to find a way past him here. Very slippery from me there as well. Hasn't been a true, like Mach Q lap or anything, but we'll see where this puts us on the board for lap time. It's a 3.51, that's pretty decent. Again, the fast guys were in the low ones, it looks like, so we're 10.5 or maybe 0.2 off of that. But again, the Q lap is a little bit irrelevant as long as you get some green flag racing here, because the tires will wear, and keeping tires on can be worth a couple tenths of laps. So that's the key. Love the track. Top of 1 and 2 is viable. It's the middle of 3 and 4 can be viable, but it's not faster if you're able to wrap the bottom and save some front tires to be able to do that. So definitely going to aim to do that. Definitely want to be on the bottom. You can late apex down here in turn 1 and carry a bunch of speed through the center and exit if you do it right. Again, later in the run as you go, it's just about who has what tires left essentially, and it's tough to pass, but people are sliding around so much, if you have any kind of tire left, you can make a pass. It's probably better to wrap the bottom if you know you're going to get a long run. I have no idea if that's going to be the case or if we're going to have pit stops or whatnot, but we'll probably choose to just wrap the bottom down in 1 and 2 as well. Save some tire if possible. See what our lap times end up looking like. We'll try to enter on the bottom here and just kind of float off in the corner. That's generally my practice for this, is someone just about kills us there. I was looking at that and not looking at my line and got all sorts of tight, just missed the line. There we go, that's a little better. It's off in the grass, that's always good for lap time. Terrible lap there, half a second off with the distraction and sliding. Try to wrap the bottom a little better this time. It takes such patience to run around the bottom here. About 6 or 7 years ago, wasn't the pro driver at the time, but a pro driver, I think now even Dylan Duvall, taught me how to drive this place in the Xfinity car. We had a league race here, and I was semi-competitive. He ended up beating me pretty good. Of course, he's a pro for a reason, but kind of showed me a lot of things just in a very basic sense of how to look at the corner and how to get around this place and, you know, save the tires to the best of your abilities. They're going to wear. It's unavoidable here that you're going to have tire wear. You're going to slide around. It's going to not handle great as the tires wear off, but just about how to manage that and how to still find speed and predictability and consistency is the key. So taught me a lot about that, so thanks to Dylan. He'll never ever see this, but he taught me a lot about how to run this place, and I fell in love with it that day when I learned how to do it correctly, and I've loved it ever since. So it's such a wonderful track, and it takes actual skill instead of just putting your right foot down and hoping for the best like so many other tracks. So always love when it comes up on the schedule. Again, I don't think we're going to be that competitive. At least on the short run, maybe we'll be okay as we go and the tires wearing off, but just hope to have a solid race. That would be the #1 goal. Not sure when this video will come out, probably Thursday. Maybe a Thursday vid, which is a long way after I'm recording. I'm trying to just plan all this out. It's going to be a weird couple weeks upcoming. Trying to get stuff recorded that I can have come out while I'm gone. I'm going to be in the Caribbean for about a week. Don't want to go, you know, like 10 days without a video, so we'll see how that all shakes out. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like. I'll try to get 1 or 2 videos recorded ahead of time to get out that week. I think that's during week 1 of the next season, 2024 iRacing season, which is mid-December in real life. So we're going to have some interesting recording that time. Again, we'll see how it all shakes out, but hopefully I can get something ready to go up and running. How much time we got left here? About 5 minutes, so we'll keep going. 5 laps or so and then check tires. I'm liking that bottom line. Again, people are going to be faster rolling the top of 1 and 2, carrying big momentum. And, you know, maybe you can run the top of 3 and 4 to just kind of protect. You can definitely run the top of 1 and 2 to protect, just because it's so hard to make a pass on old tires on the bottom. But usually if people are trying to run the bottom and they're slipping around, you can just dip underneath them off 2 or through the center. You know, it varies, but definitely a lot of fall off to be able to move around here. So not crazy fall off though. You saw that previous lap we were only like half a second down on where we were at the start of the run on 10 lap tires. So we'll see what the tire wear numbers look like. Pretty cool track temp. I think it's like 87, 88, 89, somewhere in there. So not roasting. We've seen races here before, races I've hosted actually. Be like 130 track temp and stuff like that, which is insane. That's how you really have to be careful with the rear tires, because you'll be spinning the rear tires down the front straightaway, which is insane. I love it, but it's insane. So we'll just, yeah, we'll complete like a 15 lap run here, and then we'll go check tires, maybe go back out in a different group for like a mock Q run, try to go fast type of thing. 41 drivers only so far, which is 2 splits. It is pretty early. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Reason that it's early, I was up early. I don't know why. Got some other stuff done this morning, some good recording and other things. So yeah, just run a couple more. Fall off is going to be big. Again, we don't want to burn through the right front, of course, but you also don't want to be just driving it off the right rear and slide the rear too much. You want to drive it off the right rear, but you definitely don't want to slide it too much, or you will have a hard time getting off these corners. You just eat for lunch on the straightaways, which seems wild, but it's just how it works. So just floating the car. We're not even really using any brake. You can use some brake. It's not the worst thing in the world, but around here, if you're just being cautious and floaty, you don't need it. If you're attacking, you might want to use just a little bit of brake to get the nose in, but it's not awful. Such a good track. I'm actually probably driving a little bit too hard in turn 1 for the pace we're trying to run. Definitely starting to get a little bit tight through the center, but you just got to wait on it. And you can't do that here. You can't adjust in the corner. One of the few tracks you can change your inputs a little bit. Just try to get the car to do what you want. It's not you're committed. You know, like in Vegas, you get the corner wrong, you're done. You're done for the whole corner. Better luck next lap. So cool that you can manipulate it just a little bit. You want to try to avoid it just to save the tires, but you can if you have to, just to get your line back correct where you want it to be. So again, I'm probably overdriving slightly. We're looking at 2 splits right now, which is good. 25 cars a piece or so. Again, we still got a couple minutes for some more people to register. Maybe we'll have 3 splits of 20 or something. But again, it's pretty early, so it wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't the most popular time slot. Here we go. We'll just really wrap the bottom here in 3 and 4 this time. Get off of the corner nice and flat, which isn't really what you want to do necessarily, but whatever. pull off here. Don't want to slide the tires. Let's see what we got here for tire wear. Now we'll go find a new group. Go out and run the flyer real quick. Yeah, so we're about 2/10 off. That's not too bad. Tire wear after 15, 93, 92. So that was decent. Not great, but it was decent enough. So go out real quick, run a flyer. We got about 1 minute or so. See if we can run a little faster. We want to beat our 31.3. So we were down about 1.2 seconds there in 15 laps, which is about right. The first 7, 8 laps you can probably maintain just a couple tenths, and then you'll start to fall off maybe a tenth or so a lap for a while. So they even out maybe at 33 flat or so, but that's going to be obviously a big fall off for a race this short. So keep the tires on is important. Let's go out here and make a really nice quick Q run, mock Q run if we can. Alright, here we go. Hold your breath. Oh, very, very free. Not sure if the braking is what did that or if I overdrove it or what, but that was big time sideways there on the entry to 1. We'll have to go back and watch that and see what that was. Maybe I just carried a little bit too much entry speed. But definitely don't want to do that on the actual run, so we'll have to watch that. Yeah, it looks like over the bumps, just getting down to the seam is what did it actually, so interesting. We probably won't have time to finish this lap, but I want to try it just in case. I want to get one in, at least get through 1 and 2 hard. Probably going to have maybe 2 splits of 28. 56 would be all right. See what the number ends up being. I think we've seen 50 or a 28 car be fixed before, so looks like that's the number we end up with, which would be all right because that would mean that we can finish maybe top 10 single digits and still have a decent result iRating wise. So try to run this flyer here. Again, we don't really need too much SR. So we can get the 3 and 4 a little bit better. Or the seam was very slippery. Plan it, see what happens. Try to get really hard into 1 again here. No break this time. A little bit better entry float. Slight exit slide. Let's see where this puts us. If we're able to finish it before it kicks us out. Drive a little bit harder into 3 than we would normally. Try to wrap the bottom, get back to the throttle early, just carry the car out straight as we can. It's a 3:12, so we picked up like half a tenth. It did kick us out. Good timing. So we picked up half a tenth. We're still a tenth and a half or so off of what the fast guys were running in that practice even. So I think there's time to be found. I'd rather run a little bit conservative and just make it, but you know, we'll see. Excited for this. Again, I had this circled for a long time to make sure I got one of these in this week. This is the time. We're probably going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. Probably a couple fast guys in here that know what they're doing. I do not. But that's all good. It's for fun. Nope, only 19 cars in this split. We are the 3 cars, so that's all right. Tuckness is here. Coker's here. A bunch of other people that we don't know. So, yeah, if we can finish into single digits, we'll probably lose some iRating, but that's all right. Hopefully it's a fun race. I'd like to think if it goes green, we have the long run pace to finish in the single digits. I don't know if we have short runs and just aggressiveness comes out, how much we'll fall off, but I'm definitely not one to usually just bullseye, you know, plow through the field. So it would kind of suck if we had that, but don't have a lot of time left here.
What's up, O'Brien?
Finish a lap or anything, so. The issue here for me is I have no idea what I'm doing, and that 15 lap run I did is the longest run I've done here in a year. So
Ready to get my ass kicked.
We'll see.
Okay.
There we go. Nice little slide off of there. 201 was the
I
best
don't
lap by
really
the
drive
one
this
car there,
car.
so
I just want to do old
see
Atlanta.
what we can do.
Take care of them tires, but you know that.
Yeah, in the perfect world, we'll just start up in the top 5 and go with that, maintain up there, but I don't know how straightforward that's going to be. Should be at least competitive semi on the long run, if we get the long run, but if we have pit stops and cautions and stuff, that's where it gets a little bit interesting, so. Alright, we will get ready to qualify here. Did not record a lap there. We'd like to be somewhere in the 3s at least, I would hope, but we'll see what we got. Try to get all the tire heat we can here on this out lap to be able to push on our first flyer. Want to get a little bit of tire heat, but you want to definitely have them not worn for your first flyer, so. Alright. See what we can do. Hopefully we're not 3/10 off would be good. Keep it matted there, a little bit of a slide, not too bad. There we go. Oh, big slide. Alright, we're gonna have to bail on this one and go again. I don't know what I'm doing differently some of these laps. I think I'm just overdriving and it's bottoming out, I think is what's happening. Not a great way to avoid it. That was not a great start to the lap anyways. It was an okay 3 and 4 up to speed, but the 1 and 2 line in the entry was not great, so we'll just go again. Again, I'd rather just get a lap on the board, but, you know, whatever. See where we end up for sure. Dead from Mike. Good lap there. 31 flat. Don't know about that. Little bear 3 and 4 run up. We'll see if we can carry it to the line here. See if it makes a difference. Yeah, just about the same. So. Got a little more connected there. Still a big slide. Had to hold it, obviously. We got to make this lap, so not great through 1 and 2. Definitely slippery. Driving pretty deep in the 3 and 4. Loose again there. Didn't stick the bottom either. Far from my best lap. This is going to be a pretty sloppy one, but we'll see what it ends up looking like. 4:01, so not great. Not great. We were hoping for something in the 3s, but that wouldn't really have made us a difference anyways, it looks like. So some people were faster lap 2, which is interesting. I figured lap 1 would be faster. Maybe we could have gone for lap 2 with the extra tire heat, but again, whatever. We're up in there somewhere, so we'll see who's fast. It still has to go run. Tuckness is going to run a second lap, it looks like. Coker still has to run, and then we'll see if the 8 and the 9 cars have any speed. But we should start somewhere in the top 10 at least, which is good. Looks like Mike Bear's lap is going to stand. Did he run down lap 1 or 2? I think he ran down lap 2, so a couple of great laps from Mike there. Everybody else run lap 2 as well. Faster on lap 2. Faster on lap 2. Faster on lap 2. Faster on lap 2. Okay, so I'm just dumb. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. We should have gone out and run on lap 2, I guess, because everybody else was faster on lap 2. Yep, everybody else was faster on lap 2. Well, that kind of sucks. I wish I would have known that. I really thought lap 1 was going to be faster here, but again, the extra lap of tire heat maybe would have been okay, allow us to attack a little bit more, get tire pressures up, but whatever. I don't think it's going to make too big of a difference. Again, we'll be up in there somewhere, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, wherever. It's all good, so doesn't matter. I think Tuck might run just the 1 lap, or maybe he messed up a lap. Don't think he's running a second lap, so. Looks like most people have shut down. Coker hasn't even connected yet. The 8 and the 9 car haven't gone out either, but Coker hasn't even connected yet, so that's going to make it tough for him to run a Q lap. Don't see the 8 and the 9 car running laps yet. They're going to have to get in here shortly if they're going to run a a lap on lap 2. They're only going to have a couple seconds here to get one in before their lap 2. And neither of them did, so looks like unless someone pulls out a flyer on lap 1, I guess like we did in some ways because I'm dumb, it looks like that we're going to start 6th, which is all right. I'm happy with that. We'll be in pit box 6. Hopefully this will just go green. That would be a nice B fixed race that goes long and goes green. That would be fun. Be enjoyable for sure. Again, hopefully we can get some tire wear sliding around a little bit and see if we're able to finish in the top 5. If we can start 6th, I would like to have a shot at that, see if some people burn off the tires in front of us racing. I don't expect JP or Matthew to burn off their tires any, but we'll see. There's Coker going to cut in here. He just barely made in the cut line to start 14th, otherwise he would have been at the back. Now that makes a huge difference, but we'll get up on the grid, get ready to go. Again, we're going to want tires here if something happens, so we'll make sure that we are set for tires. Not going to need any fuel in this race. Unless we get I think there's only one green white checkered, so that's not too bad.
Duvall, you got a mic?
Yes, I do.
Kyle dropped again. Interesting. Having some issues there. Where did Kyle? Did Kyle run a Q lap?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Dude, what is up, my brother?
All right.
What's up, bro?
Where's 4th in front of us? Jody. We're waiting on him. So
You need to get the rest
we're
of
ready to
our
rock
old
and roll.
league on
Thanks
here.
for stopping in. Hope it's an enjoyable race. I know a little bit something different from what I do. I love be fixed usually, or at least the
most of them
Xfinity
are.
car be open most often. But there's Jody.
Well, what are we doing?
Don't run a lot of B fixed though, at least haven't in a long time, but good to get back in. Love this track. Didn't want to build a whole B open set and have a long race like that. Try to find a
still on
split that was
Discord?
good. So B fixed it is. We'll make it work. Hopefully it's enjoyable. Hopefully it's
Probably
entertaining.
not an MRL.
And hopefully we finish
You can send me
decently
an
well
invite, though,
again. If we
if you
lose
want.
some
I
iRacing,
don't
I
know
don't
if I'm
care.
in there or
We
not.
can lose 50, 100. I don't care. I just want to run a nice race here. So if we get a nice
yeah,
race
we all
here, a nice
switched
clean
over
race,
to
and just are
TRL,
awful and go
maybe
backwards, I don't
MRL.
care. I just want to be able to slip and slide around for a little while
Figure
and have
out
some
how to
fun.
send
So
you one.
thanks for stopping by. Make sure you drop a like down below so I know you enjoyed this video
Yeah,
and
send it to me.
want to see some more racing
Good to see you,
on
man.
good tracks like this instead of some of the garbage tracks that the sim has. But
You too, brother.
regardless, we're still trying to figure out our plans for 2024 season 1 for our group racing and stuff. So we'll have to see what that looks like when we get that finalized. Hopefully we'll have a schedule put together in the next couple of weeks as to what we're all going to run weekly, either together or just on my schedule. I'll be putting that together sometime during week 13 like I always do. And we'll figure out what the race weeks look like. So that should be fun. Let's see if this is week 11, which is the whatever today is. I guess we're rolling off. I'll look later. I was gonna say I need to figure out what week is week 1, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. But 12, 11, does that sound right? Is next week week 12? Which is be like the 28th and the 4th. Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. So yeah, week 1's going to be the week that I am gone most of, so definitely going to be missing some chances at points in week 1 if I am chasing points at all. We don't even have that figured out yet for sure, but I'll try to get some races in just for participation. We'll see what happens. But again, some of the races you see that week will be stuff that's recorded now, stuff that's recorded at different times. Not sure how that's all going to work out exactly, but that's kind of the plan since I won't be able to record anything that week, obviously. So we'll see how it goes. Anyways, full focus on B fixed here. We got 45 laps. Hopefully we can stay in contention, slide around, hang in the top 10, and maybe move our way forwards if we get a nice green run. So let's have some fun. Let's buckle down, get ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we can keep within eyesight of these leaders and have some fun. So thanks for joining me. Let's get it. A little bit of an aggressive move there on the initial start, but he got such a bad start, I thought I could go for that hole. But we're doing all right. Just gonna floor ourselves off on the entry here. Tuckles is going to go hard on the top of 3 and 4, be my guest. Wants to go hard right now. He can go nuts. There it big cluster behind us. They're like 5 wide. Hopefully they all make it. Yeah, Tuckness is going very hard. He must have run some of these this week and know that there's going to be some death and some yellow or something. He knows something I don't, I guess. But I'm going to drive a little bit harder into 3, just try to get to the inside of the 10 here and pick the spot back that we lost on the start. Just get back up to 7th in case there is a restart and we don't pit or something. So back up to 7th, back in line, kind of where we should be. We'll let Tuckness go up there and carve through these guys if he chooses to. Already everybody's single file, a little bit spread. Nobody really running really hard right now except Tuckness, it looks like. We'll see where Coker comes through. We can see him back there in 10th. Not overly concerned with our pace at this point. Like I said, it's going to be all about the long run and who has what left. We also don't want to leave too much meat on the bones. If we're just going slow, then that's not productive. It's more about how much tire you have left while maintaining some track position and being in contention, because you can be as fast as you want at the end, but if you're in 15th, you know, you have 3% better tires, you know, that doesn't help you any. You can't just drive through everybody. So it's part of the deal, part of the process, part of the challenge, this racetrack. It's already sideways there in the fence. So. Not sure if we'll lose some iRacing from this spot. Let's see what the leader is actually. Mike is really running away. He must, again, feel like there's going to be some yellows or something because he's running hard. He also was very fast in Q though, so maybe he's just fast. If he wants to go hard, he can be my guest in 45 laps. I think we'll probably have a shot to run him back down. So. Feel good about my pace. Just kind of maintaining for now. Not really going anywhere, not really trying to go anywhere. Trying to wrap the bottom on both ends, save the front tires. Again, we're going to get free. It's going to be the rear tires that wear out eventually as well, but we're going to be front tire limited for sure, right front limited. So that's where the lap time is, at least, if you can have right front left to carry corner speed, even if you are free. So we'll try to make sure we keep those on the car. Tough to pass early in the run here just because everybody's kind of doing the same thing. So see them all in the group up ahead. If they want to fight each other and go hard, move around, that's fine with me. I don't care. Coker and Barrow behind us are still going at it. They're, what, 9th and 10th here, so if they want to go hard with each other, come push up to here, that's fine with me. Tuckness definitely trying to roll the top here to make passes. Again, that's fine with me. Just be patient here with this. If we have to go hard to make a pass or two, we can do that. I just don't want to go too hard just riding around by myself is kind of the point. So they've definitely let Mike get away about 2 seconds, so they must either be letting him go out there and running hard laps, or they know something. He knows something we all don't, or something like that. So he's definitely running very far away, which is second. Matthew kind of holding the rest of us back there, probably purposely. He's just chilling, I'm sure. He's got a 6K for a reason. Here comes Coker inside of Brian behind us. We won't fight Coker if he gets to us here and wants to go. We'll see what kind of pace he's got. I think we're better than a couple of these guys in front potentially. Definitely saving more rear tire there. You saw how aggressively they all got off the corner that I didn't. Guan Yu there. Looks like got a really rough lap, lost 2 or 3 spots. Tuckness really running hard. I think he's up to 3rd there. So JP was able to grab a couple spots out of that. Follow Tuckness under there a little bit, looks like. Ryan's falling back to 10th now. Still run that top pretty hard to try to get to 2nd, which you will. Sideways there, a little bit on the apron, a little bit arrow. Just let Coker go down here, no sense in fighting him for this. Again, we don't want to save too much. I'm a little bit concerned that we've gotten a little bit too far behind here. But, you know, again, we got 35 to go, so we got time. Don't want to let them go too terribly far. Don't want to have to pass them all back in 5 laps. So we'll see. Looks like everybody else is kind of maintaining a normal pace as a group here. Tuck is still trying to roll that top side and make that work. Power to him. Probably making a good lap time up there, but we'll see what it does to his tires at the end. I don't really want to lose any more spots in this, so we'll probably have to fight here if we get some cars behind us coming hard. I'll have to try to not defend, but just go a little bit harder to maintain. This set probably will build to a weird place. The B-fix sets usually build tight, but of course here it's tough to build tight. I mean, you're going to be tight and loose. The right front's going to burn off and you're going to slide. So definitely going to be an interesting dynamic. We'll see. I haven't driven obviously a B-fix set here in a while, or a B-fix set at all sometimes. So first little slide there off 2 that time. I left the right rear just a little bit. Still all good. No pressure here. So Coker just starting to work on Jody. We're still kind of in a big line here, I think, to whoever's at the front of this. I'm not sure if Tuckness has gotten out front or what, but looks like he has. He's kind of started this line here. Looks like Coker's going to get to the outside and get a big run to pass a couple of cars here. Cool with me if he wants to go again. I don't want to go quite that hard yet.
You freaking idiot!
Alright, we got that view.
What just happened?
Trouble.
It's like he slammed on his brakes in front of him.
Alright, well that's not what we needed.
Trouble.
Not at all what we needed. We went slow.
14. I'm sorry about that. I
Didn't pay off
mean,
for
I got
anything.
loose and I right hooked you, so I'm so sorry.
It's all good, just hard racing.
By the way, the shut up crazy fool, that wasn't for you. I accidentally hit that button.
Alright, well, I guess we'll come to pit road, get 4 tires. Sucked that we had the tires saved.
I mean, John, you knew he was way slower before
See
you
what our
ever
numbers
got
are
to
here.
him, dude. You did not have to run into him like that. My God.
Dude, I seriously think I got brake checked.
He might have hit the safer barrier where it comes out.
See if we can have a nice stop here. A couple of these guys gonna have early boxes. Definitely don't want to slide through. Right on the marks, good box. If we can grab a spot here, that'd be nice. If not, whatever.
Oh, that looks like you just ran him over.
Yep, so we got one from the 11.
I don't-
Got to let
Yeah,
the 6
don't
by
know
though.
what happened. I was on the brake.
Yeah, those two guys were running.
I mean, he did have a run on the high side, but I mean, there was 4 cars stacked up in front of us. I mean, there was nowhere for him to go. He's going to have to back off or just hit him.
So we're up to P7. That's good. At least we can start on the inside.
Well, he didn't want to back off. He wanted to drive through.
Start behind Coker, who wanted to go hard. So
And that he did.
it's good. Hopefully we can again kind of maintain this.
Not really like that was my goal.
I think we're better than the 11 and the 6 as we go. We're kind of riding behind him a little bit. If Coker wants to go, hopefully he'll make a hole for us. We can get to 6
I
maybe.
didn't say it was your goal, pal. That's
Only
just
got
what
the one
happened.
set of tires left, which
All
kind
right.
of sucks. We're going to have to take it if we get caution 10, 15 laps. Just going to have to take our chances. So someone will stay out and hope for a late yellow, but again, it's hard to just drive through everybody. So P7, still doing all right. What were our tires there? 95, 94 after that 15 laps or so. So a little better tire wear there. We were going a little slower than that run in practice, I guess, but that's okay. Should still be all right. I was happy with the performance, happy with our pace. I think we had a little more to fight with if needed, but just trying to survive. Good call by Coker and Tuckness to go hard there, knowing we were going to get a yellow. as it happens. Again, don't need any fuel for this, so nice, easy, quick pit stops. We got one spot from the 11 there, so that was good. Got to the inside, which is key. We saw last time we struggled on the outside, lost a spot to the 10, had to get that back. So let's see if we can fire off a little bit better this time, maintain 7th, maybe grab a spot. We'll see. Should be a nice, easy restart on fresh tires here. Nothing crazy.
See if I can go 2 for 2 on the black flag counter.
A little bit of wheel spin there, definitely lit him up. Maintain 7th though down in turn 1 at least, so there's that. Got off turn 2 pretty nicely, clear by a couple, so it's good. Double behind us with Barrow getting the inside of Jody. Immediately to the top goes Tuck. We'll see if Mike is able to drive away again on this run. Let him go, or if try to stay closer, knowing we're gonna have a shorter run here. 27 laps to go now at this point, just about. Coming up to 1/2 distance here in about 3 laps. We'll go a little bit harder. Again, you need to save some for sure. Don't want to burn them off, but you don't need to just downright go slow, I don't think, at this point. Josh has come up behind us. Again, everybody running kind of the same speed here for a little bit. Definitely going to lose iRacing if we finish 7th. But it's not the end of the world, I don't care. See inside Guan Yu, we attacked turn 1 quite a bit there. I'll try to get this spot, but we had a nice run on him. So again, nice run off of 2 on the top, but hopefully we can hold it around the bottom of 3 and 4 is the goal. And driving a little bit hard, not too terrible. Definitely still got stopped, but we definitely drove in a little bit more aggressively there to make that pass. See what these guys want to do now. Thinking they'll try to go to the top to make passes on the one car who's going pretty slow. Go to the bottom just to hang out. What was our best lap that previous lap? A 5, that's not great. Definitely got focus up here, get going. Coker actually passed all of them on the top of 2 there. If Matthew wants to keep hanging, that's fine, I understand. I'm not sure I want to follow him going this slow. I don't mind going slow, chilling, but we can't fall back into the pack here, so. Like to get a run again off of 2, passing the inside of 3. It seems to work for us pretty well. JR going to take the inside of Josh here. That's for 8th place, it looks like. I like where we're hanging. I don't mind being 6th. I just don't want to fall back anymore on the short run. So if we can just hang here, that's okay. I like the idea of following the 6K guy. Probably knows what he's doing as well or better as I do. So. Again, we'll save a little bit here. We don't want to go too hard, but I felt like I had to make that pass when we had the run. Drove a little bit harder for that one lap there, just try to make that pass to get to 6th, and it worked out. So thankful that we actually made the pass. It would suck to run hard and not make the pass. But again, we got half the race left here, 22 to go. We don't want to run too terribly hard, but at the same time, we don't have to save quite as much. We took 15 laps out of the tire stint, so we should be playing comfortable from here to the end. And again, we may have another yellow, so I also wanted to get that spot in case we stack them up and come back to pit road. Just floating the entry. Coker and Tuck already trying to run the top and roll around up there, which I think is fine in the short run. Not sure how that's going to work out if we go green to the end. The last 5, they might struggle a little bit with their rear tires. We'll see. Looks like it's working okay for Coker right now. He's just doing kind of a big arc in the corner, still running the bottom, tucking us all the way up on the top, which is great for lap time. Save you a 10th or a 10th and a half, but isn't good for tire wear. I'm perfectly content to just ride here for now. I'd probably be content to finish here. We start at 6th. That'd be cool finishing 6th. We'll see. Mike has got something rocking this week. He's just flying up there. Maybe we should investigate the grip packs there. That's pretty crazy.
It might have been me too. I might have came down too.
He's looking really good.
Might not have gave you enough room.
Just able to drive away on the short run. Even on the long run, it's going to be tough for some of us to get all the way back to catch him in traffic and stuff. So he's doing the right things to pull away, and then he can kind of manage the pace even from out there, which is pretty wild. So just got 20 to go that last time, be 19 this time. Nice short race, be fixed. We usually run different longer stuff with C open and stuff. We've run a lot of C fixed as the group this week, but it's a pretty short race, so that's cool. Tuck definitely run that top line to get big runs at Matt. I'm content just to hang out for now. Looks like Guan Yu behind us as well. Matthew's still kind of hanging, so see if Tuck ends up falling off a little bit here towards the end, and we can grab a spot from him. We'll see. A little bit of a slide there from Matthew ahead. We got to try to take this run. Make this pass on the bottom. I said I wanted the bottom of 3 and 4. He's going to fight us though on the top. Make him fight us on top of 1 and 2 as well. We'll try to drive in a little bit deeper. He wants to go hard and run the top for the spot. He can. So that's what Guan Yu behind is doing as well. They want to go up there and run hard. That's cool. We're still clear, but just barely. Top definitely looks like it's faster, 1 and 2, but again, how much tire are you using up there? I'm actually pushing a little bit tight here at 1 and 2 on the bottom. Just starting to burn the right front off. Again, we got about 16 to go here. Hopefully we're able to maintain it and keep it, get it cooled back down a little bit. Definitely looks like top at 1 and 2 is fast. You don't want to be up there if you don't have to. Save the right front. Matthew was playing quick to hold us off there. We'll have to go up a little bit here to get by the lapper, I think. Now we get clear right on the entry, so that works. People definitely starting to migrate up there. See how it works out as we go. Definitely going to have different handling up there. Laps is enough that I think some of these guys might fall off. We'll see, who has the tires left to go make passes at that point, but definitely going to have some fall off yet at this run. So see what Tuckness has running the top up there. The last handful of laps, if the 1 and myself can try to make a challenge on him for the spot, which would be nice. See what Guan Yu behind has got. I think he's saved a little bit better than I have, but he's moving around as well. So Matthew's slipping just a little bit. We're not going to take another look. We know he's plenty capable of running a hard lap on the top of 1 and 2 to keep us behind him, which is why I wanted to continue to run the bottom. Wants to run up there and go hard, be my guest. Starting to run down Tuckness just a little bit. Not sure if he's getting aero tight behind or what's going on there, but he's starting to come back to us ever so slightly. See who else does that as well. People who run the top of 3 and 4 are definitely going to be struggling. It might be faster, but you're definitely going through the tires up
Well,
there.
apparently if it's wrecking tight and braking, so you know toughness.
Atlanta's so damn good. We're getting really good runs off top of 2, but I don't want to be up there burning through the tires if I don't have to. At least until we're going to try to make a pass. If we're close enough to make a pass on Tuckness or something, then we'll try it. It's not really the goal. Now we can start to run a little bit harder. Got a nice gap, 12 laps left. Try to catch Tuckness and grab a spot. If all 3 of these guys can get through. Don't really want to run up there if I don't have to. Pretty tight on the bottom. I can only imagine it's not great up top either. And we're going to save a little bit more right rear on the bottom, hopefully. So we'll use a little bit of brake. Definitely going to burn the right front off here and build tight at the end of this. So hopefully we don't fall off a cliff like we've seen sometimes at Dover and other places where I end up losing spots. But it's tough to maintain this pace on the bottom. Just definitely going through the right front. Tuckness is struggling ahead. Matthew might be struggling here. I did not expect him. We almost ran the back of him there off of 2. Did not expect him to slide like that. Just backing up our entries, getting to our line right around the bottom and hooking it. We have a nice rear tire advantage to get off the corner, it looks like, so that's cool. See if Phillips can go past Tuck here. 10 to go. Josh behind, just starting to close us down a little bit. Tuck is definitely sliding around big time up there. Burned the right rear off for sure, his car. He'll lose a spot here. See if we can go make a pass here. We'll follow Matthew if we have to. I think we're better than Matthew as well, but I'd rather just get the 1 spot for sure. Barrow's going to be here before the end. He's running pretty good. He's about a 10th of lap better than we are even, so we're actually faster in the leader that time. Everybody's starting to slide here for these last handful of laps. This is what we wanted the whole time. This is what we were looking for, waiting for. Again, a little bit of slide, cars around here. I have to go to the top this time. Want to be up here, but I guess if we can make a pass, it's cool. Maybe 2. Get to the outside of the 2 here. Definitely got some tires left on some of these guys at least. So.
What are you doing, big car?
Middle down here. Try to make at least one of these passes. It'll be tough to pass Tuck. We got a nice run off of 4 though. See if we can get clear. We do. Up to 3rd. On the bottom paid off there. We're definitely able to save at least a little bit. Tuck is struggling, but we were able to get through those guys. 5.5 laps. Don't think we're going to catch here the 2 in front of us, but we definitely did the right thing there, saving. Picked the right time to go. See if we can continue to run that good pace. Definitely making time on the bottom when we can roll it. That was a nice couple laps there. Nice run by me. JP going to try to get through Tuck here this time. We'll just stay on the top because if we get yellow, we're coming in anyways, so. Don't want to keep dicking around. Do that behind, cool with me. I don't love the top line of 1 and 2. I think we're better on the bottom 3 and 4 though. Definitely faster than the cars in front, or at least maintaining. Tough to go anywhere. JP has gotten through Tuck. Matthew is not yet behind us. 4 to go though. Liking that kind of lane off the wall. Might not be the fastest thing ever, but it's working for me. Curious what the tires are going to be here at the end of this. Mike's starting to slide around a little bit. 3 to go, we should be okay from where Coker's at. JP's 5 back. Didn't really make up that much that lap. A little bit quicker in the leader that time, not very much though. Just maintain our line here, we should be okay. Just a couple to go. We're getting off turn 2 okay. Josh Barrow has gone by the 1 and the 4. Got some tires left on the 8 car, which is good for him. Tell you, if we can finish 3rd here, we might get up over 5,400, which would be cool today. Cool for the last week of C fixed at Atlanta next week, just so we can lose it. Down the 4 back to the 2 car. This definitely looks like we're rolling a little bit better than we are, especially down the straightaways with this high exit, but I don't think he'll be able to catch us and make a pass unless we have a big slip, make a mistake. And obviously we can just cover wherever he wants to go if needed. Guan Yu also going to make the pass. So Matthew must be very, very frustrated with Tuckness. Tuckness definitely known for burning his tires off, being awful in the long run. And usually if you time it right or
Hell of a job there, Mike.
make your right play, you can make it work. Yeah, I don't know how you saved that tire, Mike. That was fun.
I've done my fair share of races this week.
This is the first one. I'm kind of regretting not doing more. All right, well, we're plenty clear. No pressure from behind, 5 back.
17, sorry again for getting into you. That was completely not intentional at all.
I mean, I was coming, but I thought I'd definitely be able to run you around. But nice run, man.
Yeah, good fun. Good to see you, Coker. That was fun.
It happens, 18. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a P3. Hell yeah. That's the 3 car. You definitely gain some
I don't know
iron.
if I came up or you came down there.
We'll probably
ignore you.
be able to gain some ironing, hopefully get up over 5,400, which is great. Love to see it. Happy with that run. 0x, we got the long run in it finally. We got that last lap where it mattered, so we'll wait for Kyle behind us to finish his race, and then we'll check tires. That was tons of fun. I love this track so much. We'll see what the tires were like. I think I was burning through the right front, but we had just enough right rear to try to attack. Let's see what we were at compared to Mike. I assume he burned through
Say
more at the
what?
beginning.
Wow. I was 70-73.
Yeah, definitely burned more right front coming through there. Happy with that. That was good fun. I appreciated that. So cool. Congrats to Mike. Started on the pole, drove away. Made us all look kind of silly. Coker and I guess JP and Josh and some of them started to come back on him. Matthew did end up getting through where Tuckness was. I don't know if Tuckness fell off the cliff or hit the wall or what, but he actually ended up back in 14. So that's what you get for having the short run speed and burning through your shit and then being in the way. So happy we were able to grab third. We made our move at the right time. I think we were not that much better, if any, than the 2 car. I think we had some pace over the 1. We saw him slipping around a little bit before we did. But we were able to grab those positions, get through that. Let's actually go back and watch that. That was tons of fun slicing through that group there with a couple to go. So go back and watch those couple laps. See how we made these passes through the field. We got all 3 of them in like 2 laps, it seemed like. So there we go. Good corner. We were able to get to the outside here, not really intentionally. I didn't really want to go up here, honestly, but just kind of opened up that way, and these 2 on the bottom got kind of bound down. And I knew we were faster than Tuckness. I knew he had burned through his stuff, and I thought we were better than the 1 if we could ever just get in front of him. Didn't really expect to go through the 2. We just got such a good run here that we were able to get to his right rear just barely. We didn't have much room here. We just carried the speed ever so slightly, held him out on the bottom. We actually kind of followed Tuckness up here, just trying to get the run down the backstretch. He was actually a little bit higher, pushing up, had to carry the momentum off. I didn't quite clear the 2 in the 3 like I was hoping to close that door off, so we had to go to the middle down here. I wanted to go to the bottom, but ended up working out. We went to the middle. We were able to roll pretty well. Looks like Tuck just shoved up just a little bit. It was definitely free. We got clear to 2 to be able to turn down. Tuck definitely got free off of 4, which allows us to just get the momentum, get away from the side draft, and we're just going to barely clear him off in the turn 1. Had to cover that hole up, get up in front of him. And from there, yeah, lap and a half of passing, we made our way up through, and that was P3, and we were able to drive away. The guys behind just took a little bit longer to get through the traffic, and it worked out, and we were able to grab P3. So we'll go see what the stats look like from that. It's definitely a good result. We'll check what the race results were like. Yeah, let's see. Just the 1 caution flag. Good strength of field. We gained 0.1 SR, which is good. Needed a little bit. 35 ironing is awesome. We'll take that all day, every day. Up to 54.27, which is going to be great for the next week's C fixed. 18 minus for Matthew for his 7th place finish. And Tuckness lost 77 for finishing back in 14. So that's a lesson to play the long game, save your tires, be in good shape. We weren't as fast as the guys that were running hard and were running fast, but we had good pace at the end, and we were able to make a couple moves and get through for a third as the 3 car. So we'll always take that. But that's going to be it. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any action from iRacing, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, anything else I may record or do. Not sure when this video is going to come out. Probably going to be a Thursday video of next week at the time of recording. So we'll see how that works out. But that's going to be on the docket for later. Until next time, for today, now, for this. All right, bye.